Alright, there we go. All systems go. Things seem to be largely working. Krutok screw indeed. Oh gee, look at my heart rate monitor. It seems that it's quite apparent, quite blatant that I'm out of whack. Look at that. Nothing is going on, and I'm above 120. Well, maybe I should give it a rest, all things considered. This doesn't seem healthy. But hey, it's just an hour of blood. We shall see how this goes. We shall see if I manage. Nope. Nope. Not at all. I have been ill. And continue to be. Wow, this should go down to 60. It really should. Everything is fine. Okay, let's give it a brief moment to see if it does. I have no idea. Yeah, and thus I apologize for not streaming last week. Because as much as I may not feel at my best today, what I felt like last week was significantly worse. I really debated it, I've really struggled with the decision and ultimately decided against streaming, but you can imagine how I must have felt if I decided against that, all things considered. But hey, I'll presumably end up streaming for a while longer some other day. But that day, all things considered, most of my heart rate might just not be today. Look, it's stabilized. It's basically stabilized at around 115, around 120. Yeah, I think I'll still manage, but my goodness, this is dysfunctional. Exactly. All right, then. Is everything fine? Is the audio fine? Have I not underestimated my... The audio seems to be reasonably low, but then again, this might be normal for blood. Let me check that on every front. To see that at least on my end everything is fine. Or if not fine, then at the very least, the way it usually tends to be. Right, on my end the audio is as it usually tends to be. Can you hear me alright? Alright, fair enough. Let's then continue. Now, I do believe last time we were on Saturday, the 14th, and we've just entered this map, Mission Fall, Crystal Lake. How amusing. Let's do a little ammo check. Actually, I don't need to do much of an ammo check, considering the fact that at the bottom of the screen you can see all of my ammo. 10 shots for the flare gun, 15 shots for the shotgun, nothing for the Tommy gun, 5 shots for my beloved napalm launcher. Then there's the regular dynamite. 2 other types of dynamite in the bottom right. The can, incredibly dangerous to use. Then there's of course the staff. What was the staff called? Was it the death staff? The staff of something. And then of course the voodoo doll. No ammo in my little Tesla gun. Let's switch to the good old standby, the shotgun for now. Oh right, you haven't been here. Well, the staff is a fickle mistress, let me put it that way. The staff can try to do its best to aim at the enemies. It's just not very good at it, but it can try. And I've just acquired the Tesla cannon. Mostly just the ammo for it. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me switch to weapon number 5 and just blast them into little bits with the napalm launcher. Of course, this can only be safely done from a distance. But thankfully, I had that bit of distance for now. We're not in those tight corridors quite yet, although we'll presumably enter them soon enough. There he goes. Unfired, but into death. Let's make a little quick save. And thus we have aggroed some zombies and a gargoyle. Are they attacking one another? That sounds like civilians. Oh dear, I'm out of shotgun ammo. Oh boy. Fine. Damn it. Yeah, no Tommy gun ammo either, so I have to do this the hard way. With weapons that aren't necessarily best suited for close quarters combat. Now, I could whip out the infamous pitchfork. But I think I'll try to fry these guys to a crisp. Not the easiest thing to do. Sorry for not following chat, but as you can see, I am a bit preoccupied right now. Phew, down it goes. Hello, Flame! Oh, I could have used the of course I could have used the Tesla. It's one of the few guns that are absolutely safe to use in these sorts of circumstances. Right, I'll keep that in mind. I'll whip out the Tesla. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I also have the voodoo doll. I'm not used to using the voodoo doll. What especially annoys me is the fact that if you stab it with no target inside, you just end up hurting yourself. I prefer to use safe weapons, and I guess I should count the Tesla gun among the safe weapons. Even though I consider it precious because it's one of the newest weapons I have acquired. Hello, cabin in the woods, huh? Once again, thematically appropriate. Although I haven't seen Friday the 13th, so what do I know? There's probably something beyond this. There's nothing beyond this. Nothing accessible, anyway. It's a little corner of the woods. Alright. It's just a little hut, and presumably something beneath it. Let's switch to what little I have in the shotgun. Whoa! I'll end up hurting the civilians if I... No! You know, were I to be a little bit more heartless, I could have just blasted them all to bits with the napalm launcher. It would have been fine. But yes, that was to be expected. I'm beneath half health now. What do I do? I presumably should just reload. That's the smartest thing. As we have firmly established, once you know what is up, it's reasonably easy to deal with the situation. But when you don't, it can get quite hectic. I don't know. Should I resign myself to killing the civilians, or should I spare them? I'm greatly inclined towards sparing the civilians, but my goodness, is it difficult in these sorts of circumstances. And if I just back off, I will essentially kill them through negligence. Because I could hypothetically not have the blood on my hands by, how appropriate, by just backing off and letting the cultists finish them off. Alongside the zombies and the gargoyles and whatever is in there. But once again, they'll die basically the same way. Or should I strive to save them somehow? Oh boy. Civilian casualties, here we come. Should I use the can? I hate using the can. I'll reload, but I'll try to use the can. It kinda worked. That was unnecessary. I'm sorry. Oh, That's so heartless. But fair enough. Well, that one civilian was not only an absolutely hottest act out of me, but also happened to be a waste of ammo. Because there was no one aside from him left, though. Alright, as you can see, we can get a little further up. There are no stairs available, at least as far as we can see so far. And there's a single lever that I'm hesitant to pull. Presumably it opens the grate. Let's open it from the side. No, that's an elevator. This place is still safe. No, it's not safe! Oh boy. The audio really messed with me over there. Sounds like they're right next to you, even though they're not, they're downstairs. But hey, that's just pole positional audio. Not the game messing with you intentionally. Two left. How appropriate. I could toss down the dynamite, but once again, I would have to kill the civilians. And if it's absolutely unnecessary, I'm not willing to do that. Now, if they're just... if they're just unavoidable casualties... if they're just collateral damage, then fair enough. But I don't want to kill them on purpose. I'm not that heartless. Can I actually wear the mask? Yeah, I guess I can. Alright, presumably this guy is already dead. And presumably there's something behind that crack. Let us inspect. Come on, barrel. If I were to just approach it, all surprised, it would be like Looney Tunes, wouldn't it? I would fire a flare, then I would get surprised that it's not blowing up, and then it would blow up immediately after I approach it. But no, that's not exactly what happened. Although I was mortified at that I just shoot past the barrel. Right, and nothing of note. I can always climb back up, should I desire to. All the way back to safety. Should I get accosted by those dreadful hands yet again? I backed up into the zombies. What do you know? But of course that goes to show. They should always check those sorts of corners, those bits of the forest, etc. You never know where you might find a secret. No flares in Looney Tunes, only dynamite and shotguns. Oh dear. Yeah, and another thing that we have firmly established that's annoying is the fact that a single flare will not kill a zombie anymore, not at this difficulty level. It'll just... expire. Oh look, a voodoo doll. A full charge of the voodoo doll. Now, unfortunately, I'm full. But maybe I should switch to the voodoo doll. Stab myself a couple of times unnecessarily. Alright. Onwards, into the woods. To Crystal Lake, I believe. Oh, come on. Do I kill zombies with the voodoo doll? That's just silly. And I guess a question of methodology can be raised. If I am to use a single flare on the zombies, what do I finish them off with? The pitchfork? Because the flare almost kills them down, but not quite. Yeah, I was the tiny prick all along. I mean, come on, how silly. Imagine just repeatedly stabbing yourself by accident. With the mighty voodoo doll on your side. Whoa! Whoa! Right. I've lost a bit of my health. And obviously I need to keep in mind that I can always crawl. And I crawl at ludicrous speed. So I really should not hesitate. When I round corners, I might as well do that. Might as well use some caution. Will a zombie crawl out of one of these? Nope. Not a single one. Right, then nothing here. Nothing beyond the trees. Let's head inside, obviously. Single zombie, single civilian. Oh no! Tesla gun is number 8. Down it goes. The flare gun on the zombie. It already got hurt a bit. I'm not sure by what, but I don't particularly care. As long as it gets the job done. Is the civilian still fine? Hello there, buddy. How are you doing? Here's the calendar. There's a door to the left and a door to the right. Don't scare me like that. I can't even imagine what it would be like if the Tesla was significantly less effective. For now, it saves me in most circumstances. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. And it's really annoying to play at this difficulty level, although it is certainly feasible. I don't even want to imagine playing at higher ones. I mean, I don't have to imagine. I have tried the game at high ones. But still, it's so incredibly tedious. You know, I mean, I get it, I can sympathize with that. But at the same time, the sort of things this game does. I mean, I guess I've already complained about it before, but still. The aiming ability on the AI is absolute BS most of the time. Oh, you can't actually get rid of the meat over here. Fair enough. Most of the time, if you have an easy time dealing with the AI, it's just because what they're doing is utterly insipid. They're walking into a wall or something. I don't know, they fell down a well, like little Timmy. Whatever. But if they're fine, if they do spot you, you're just mostly dead. Because they, as long as they can hypothetically see you, as long as you're within the line of sight, they notice immediately, they start gunning you down and... Yeah. So basically the only real way you can deal with the AI is if it fails to spot you, or if you somehow manage to ambush it, which isn't really feasible in most circumstances. It's not like this game is particularly tactical. It's not like it offers you an opportunity to find some sort of a side path where you could outsmart the AI. And flank them or whatever. Whoa! That guy did it to himself. The only tactic is to yes, indeed. I didn't actually expect this to work, but yes. Apparently, crouching makes you less of a target, and apparently it slightly makes it more difficult for them to aim at you. No, right, flush them out, fine. Just bait them out, take the tiniest bit of damage, then wait for them and gun them down. Yeah, I guess. Well, what do you do in a circumstance like this? I think the only safe option over here is to keep on tossing dynamite until I'm fairly confident they're all down and out. Yeah, that'll do it. Because otherwise, here we have a door. If I walk through the door, it'll close behind me. So I no longer can retreat to safety. See, this is an easy kill. This is the sort of thing that can work. But once again, first of all, you can't rely on that. And second of all, it does feel cheap a bit. I don't know if they do or do not intend for you to play on any kind of difficulty level, but I guess making the AI more fairly difficult on a higher difficulty levels would make sense. So many things do make sense, but once again, the entire game is balanced around the fact that the AI is so dumb. They can throw more of it at you or less of it at you, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I haven't heard that one. I mean, you can play in co-op in this, should you choose to. Great, more anatomical drawings. You know, I just expected a cabin in the woods, but apparently this is much more expansive. Speaking of crispiness, gee, I wonder what's cooking. Presumably human flesh. Just a safety precaution, let's toss some dynamite round the bend. No, because there's just a set of 2 doors over there. Completely pointless. Alright, is this a door? Can you open this? No, there's just 1 door over here. Alright, I did see what was there. There's just no good way to properly implement AI if it has such great aim. There's just too many guys dealing too much damage to you at that point. Alright. So I guess you have to light the dynamite and start tossing it before opening the door. And then open it, let go. See, the thing is, I didn't blow myself up by holding it too long. He shot the dynamite as I was holding it. That's the story I'm sticking to. I'm fairly confident that's what happened. I can time the dynamite a reasonable bit. I did not overextend. I think he just shot the dynamite in my hand. I know that works because I have done that to them. Sheesh. Alright, let's try this again. What am I supposed to do with this room? Seriously. I mean, I could napalm, but if I miss, I set myself. If I miss, I don't just set myself on fire, just die outright. How about advanced dynamite? How about motion detecting dynamite while crouching, bouncing it off a wall? And then I'll have to deal with the motion detecting dynamite once I enter the room. Won't I? Where is it? Where did I put it? Must be clones! Makes perfect sense based on the previous episodes. Alright, do we step into the file? Presumably there's something interesting in the file, or maybe there isn't. If I just hurt myself, I'm reloading. No, the file is pretty solid. And I do mean that in the most sincere way imaginable. A side door and a long corridor. I'm whipping out the Tommy gun. Oh look! Obviously it was a dangerous proposition to enter the room. It was just a single guy. Shredded through my health. Always step in the fire. It tends to work out pretty well. All in all, you tend to get healed more than hurt when you walk into the file. Checking my corners. There's the everything armor. Sorry, that's just the file armor. Fair enough. So what's the universal armor? Oh, you can open this up. Alright, now we have a choice between the elevator and the doll. I think we should go for the doll first. Crack it open, see what's on the other side. Oh. I see. Let's take the test again. Will it close? Can you actually close it yourself? You can, alright. I don't know about I don't know about I win buttons, but I certainly appreciate the fact that you have certain, say, synergies. That certain things work better against some enemies than against others, because it does provide a layer of strategy to it all. As difficult as that might be to balance. But then again, as we have also established, it's fairly unclear which weapons work against which enemies until you, of course, figure that one out for yourself. Through trial and error. Yeah, I know. It is a fairly low difficulty level, so I can still manage, I can still hold my own. And of course I'm reloading every couple of seconds, so it's fairly unsurprising that I am managing. If I were to try and play a given level from start to finish without reloading, I might be in a bit of a pickle. And so how do I go up? Or down? Or wherever? Ah, there we go. A secret has been revealed. This is the super armor. The one made of bones. Damn it. Will this actually open up? I think I have to hop on down. Any of your friends, pray tell, know these things because they figured them out by themselves, or did they just find them in walkthroughs and manuals and strategy guides and such? There we go. I mean, it's amusing if you figure something new out after playing a game a dozen of times that's fairly obscure. But if after a reasonable while you figure out something you presumably should have figured out a long while ago, that can be incredibly frustrating. It's like watching a movie you have seen a dozen of times and then you figure out, oh, that's what I've been missing this entire time. It wasn't a mystery all along. Indeed, it was pretty obvious. So I guess the satisfaction with the discovery depends on the degree of obscurity. Alright, this is curious. Now, of course, there's the napalm launcher over here. For a moment, I thought this would start moving or something. You never know what to expect. Well, sometimes you do know what to expect, I guess. The worst. Right, there's the path over there, and there's the path through here. Downstream, where should I go? And see, this is an interesting subject, because on one hand, if a game just doesn't give you information beyond the absolute purest basics, that can be frustrating, but on the other hand, if it gives you everything, then there's nothing left to discover. Well, it certainly shouldn't solve itself. I guess it just depends on what sort of information you should feel entitled to. What sort of things are so obvious that they should not be given... Well, some things are so obvious as far as the game's designed that they should be given to you because they're basically the rules of the game. Some things are so obvious that they shouldn't be given to you because you should be expected to figure them out for yourself. And then again, there are things so secret and obscure that since... Oh dear, not this again. Nothing above the flames as far as I can tell. Nothing in the fireplace. Let's deal with a little spider boss-like creature. Still kicking. It's so unrewarding because you'll get... Yeah, just dawned on me. Of course, you get nothing for killing the monsters. Just an expenditure of resources. They don't give you anything. But on the other hand, it's felt the most painfully with these mini-bosses. If they're actual bosses, at the very least you know you're beating the final level of the game, but if they're just mini-bosses placed somewhere, then all you're getting is frustrated as you try to kill them. Yeah, I kept expecting that. That's why I was so hesitant to fire the napalm. Every single time I had to make sure, okay, is the bat far away? Is the bat right next to me? Can I actually safely shoot? Oh boy. Oh no. Well, that guy killed the bats, at least some of them. Hold on. There was another path. And it seems like this path leads, well, this path leads forward. All paths lead forward in a way, I guess. But it seems like that might have been the side path. for some definition of a side path. So let's take this path now. Instead. The little watery path to Crystal Lake. Oh boy. Actually, this is not a side path because I can see the key over there. Ah, yes, yes. The bigger the explosion, the more fun you're having. Let me on. Whoa! Gentlemen and ladies, I guess I could hypothetically use the staff. Do you think it's gonna be particularly effective? Well, let's find out. Staff, do your thing. Does it even work underwater? It does! For the definition of working, I guess. Alright, people, I guess we have a little bit of time to kill right now. Nope. Nope, I'm using the staff. Well, to be more explicit about it, I guess the staff is now using itself. Might take a while for it to do its thing, if it ever actually manages. The only thing in question was whether the staff would work underwater, but it seems to. Although you could obviously question whether the staff works at all. Okay, staff. Keep on firing, little thing. I guess I have to help it to an extent, because if I'm not underwater, then these little guys just go to a corner and wait. That's not really helping, is it? Ow. Has a single one of them died to the staff so far? I mean, it's trying its little staff best, but I mean, hold on. They're slowly dying. There's progress. There we go. It took a while, I got hurt, but in the end it managed. It only cost me all the ammo for the staff. Come here, little staff. Yeah, you know, there's a very good point indeed. Because I'm certainly not saving time now, am I? And it only works against the sort of enemies that cannot shoot you. Because unfortunately, you have to kite these little guys, otherwise they'll just walk away from the stationary turret. Yeah, but other than that, it's a brilliant idea. Yeah, see, this is the amazing thing about this game. The enemies have absolutely brilliant aim. But the staff? No, why would it? Oh wait, this is curious. There's an entrance over there. Is there anything else over here for me to explore? Anything else? Why, yes. You can emerge through here and onto dry land. I have no idea where this leads. Alright, absolutely nowhere. This is fenced off. But you can see the other side of the cabin. You can approach from the other side. Oh dear. Well, we'll see. I will definitely drop it down in boss battles, since they're mostly pitched, I guess. It's not like you wander around that much. Might as well have the staff assist me. Alright, down the chute we go. Ow! Did I seriously get hurt by the piranhas over there? Oh, come on. Okay, now I'm curious. Can you actually open this up? Well, you presumably can, but presumably from the other side. Alright, fine, fine. Yeah, oh, and it'll have a marvelous effect. Namely, you'll be exposing yourself to piranhas the moment you open that path. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna fight the boss, might as well put the staff somewhere it can see the boss. I mean, hypothetically, you could just hide away and try to let the staff do its thing against the boss. As abusive as that sounds, as cheesy as that sounds. Don't you toss that dynamite! We'll see. We'll see when we encounter the next boss. Oh boy! Well, that helped. The good news is they killed the zombie for me. The bad news is they exist. I could have blown up the barrel. Would have been significantly more visually appealing, but never mind. Right, not much of note over here. Pick up the dynamite. Ooh, a doctor's bag. I don't even have one quite yet. Let's pick one up. Napalm launcher it is. Might as well have the ammo for it. Although these are suddenly close quarters, so I have to be careful. Nice. That did basically nothing. Surprisingly enough, I figured it would blow a hole in that, but it didn't. Oh, look, the outhouse! But you need a key for that. And all I have so far is the... Wait, I did collect... No, I didn't collect the key. That wasn't a key. All I collected was the...
I need a key.
The staff. Well, thankfully I didn't fire. Alright, in we go. Here's the monkey. No, 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 no! That's so not fair! Wow! Of all the things and of all the enemies, I didn't expect that. And that's why I maintain that even though this game may be horribly flawed, it does have a interesting level design. Intricate and quite devilish at times. I think I was unable to shake them because there were two of them, so the moment one would actually be shaken off, another would take its place. Like a damn Hydra, except with hands instead of heads. Did that bat just bite me? How dare you! Oh no. So I don't know if the hands are bugged or not. Most of the time I tend not to try and find out. I tend to just dispatch them before I have to find out. It's best not to get in a situation where you're repeatedly strangled. You need to be level with them for them to hop on. No! Damn it! Why did I... Shouldn't have hung around to find out. Why did I do that? It was just tempting fate. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, hey, if I stand on the windowsill, can they still reach me? Yes, the answer is yes, they can. They'll hop onto you, and then they'll try to strangle you to death. As they do. Alright, let's toss in some more dynamite. Just to be on the safe side. Any more of them? If there's one... No! No! If there's one enemy I hate in this game. I think that's all of them. Nope, nope, there's just one more. As far as I can tell. Alright, that's all of them. And the other room seems to be safe, aside from a couple of spiders, but spiders I can deal with. Guess it shouldn't make that much of a difference how enemies deal damage to you, but it kinda does. Being strangled is such an unpleasant experience in this particular game. Possibly in general. Yeah, I have contemplated that for a moment, but no. Blasting a single little hand with napalm might not be the best move. Not the best use of resources, possibly. Right, let's visit the outhouse. Can collect any more cans. Should I use up the cans? Should I really? I don't particularly like to use them. It would indeed be satisfying, and I have a decent bit of ammo for it. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Let's dive right in. Into the filth. Yes, I know. Damn it! I'm gonna start suffocating very soon. What do you mean stay out? No, 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 no! Get me out of here! Get me out! Well, this is... The only reason I won't use dynamite here is because I don't think it will be particularly effective. But seriously, what are you supposed to do there exactly? Yeah, wonderful level design indeed. No, no, no. Look, I get it. When you're underwater, your first objective is to stop being underwater because you can't breathe underwater. I get it. You emerge, catch a breath, submerge yourself again, and finish off the foes. I get it. I can eliminate them. It's not like I'm completely incapable of that. I can do that. But where's the exit? How am I supposed to get out? Here. My fear is that It's that exact same little grate that I couldn't have opened up, or perhaps could have opened up, when I was on the other side. Actually, it's not. It's not, because it's not the part with it's not the part connected to the lake, at least as far as I can see. So there must be a switch, a lever somewhere that opens it up. Something. Maybe that light is a button. Maybe it doubles as a button. I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to blow it open. Presumably you cannot. I'm going to be stuck here for a while. Unless there's something you're supposed to do before you jump right in. And I don't think there is. What's the safest weapon I can actually whip out down there? Right, 2 shotgun blasts and it's down. Okay. I still don't know what you are supposed to do, because this is just a brief respite. Yes, as I've said, marvelous level design, just brilliant. Wait, so you're telling me the moment I submerge myself, not only am I on a clock, so to speak, because I am going to suffocate unless I find air, but I also have to face a maze alongside which I am facing plenty of fearsome foes? The level design is intricate, and it is sadistic, but, this is going to fall. Yeah, we've been over this. You can absolutely safely use the Tesla gun underwater. Emerge! 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 I'm making a separate save here. At which point I'm reloading. And making a separate save there. Alright, let's experiment, shall we? You go on over here. You can emerge over there, as far as I can see. What about over here? Nope. You die. Actually, you don't. Two spider bosses? 2 spider bosses on that end. Come on now. Right, fine. And the end of the level. Did I see 2 of them? With there only being a single one? Yeah, there was a single one, and the end of the level. I have misjudged. Can the spider boss survive underwater? Of course it can. Oh, now killing it will be next to impossible. Is it dead? Well, I can't hear it anymore. I think it's dead. Why couldn't they be butterflies indeed? Alright, I think I owe it to myself to explore at least a bit of the rest of the level. Right, through here and up. You know, it's not the longest of mazes. It's annoying, but it could have certainly been worse. So it is intricate level design. It is sadistic. It is horrible. It is mean, but at the same time. Oh look! You can actually emerge over here. Of course you can. I knew you'd be able to. Now for me to find my way back. I think we should leave. Whew. And thus, having killed 135 out of 133 enemies, that's right, 2 more than there were on the level, and uncovering 1/3 of the secrets, I have finally beaten this. And as we start this level, we are immediately facing a little hellhound. Because it would be far too simple for us to just have a bit of breathing room, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, it's not one, it's 2 of them. So we'll immediately on fire. I do not like the sound of that. But hey, the level, the 5th one, is called Fire and Brimstone, appropriately enough. And I think I'll tackle that next week. So, thank you all for watching. It was possibly not the best of streams. Wasn't doing all that well. I'll try to get better by next week, but we have prevailed. I've beaten at least 1 level, which is as good as it gets. And I've gone through all of those. How many spider bosses have I gone through, actually? I'm glad you were there as well. How many spider bosses have I defeated on that single level alone? Because I believe it was at least 3. I think it must have been 3. At one point with 2 of them at once, and then at the very tail end, I do believe it was just 1, even though I was effectively seeing double. Well, either way, as many spider bosses as I have defeated, I'm done. I think it was 3. And I think 1 is too many. And with that, I shall leave you. Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.